and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014. And a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplating maybe making a run at Kyler Murray. But in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Richard. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown, signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. No stranger to the Bay Area. First 3 years in the league, where with San Francisco as a 49er, he can play left or right tackle.
From the 41, Carr looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Now Carr on the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown Raiders. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The leader of this Chiefs offense, Patrick Mahomes, he was good in Week 1, picking up right where he left off in 2018. That first quarter, Charles, he threw for over 200 yards.
Yeah, he was the MVP in 2018, wasn't he? Plans to be the MVP in 2019 with that type of a start. And against a team, Jacksonville, that last year was the only team to hold them without a touchdown pass in games played. Well, he threw 3 in this one, 378 yards total through the air. Now, the only downside for him, he actually tried one of those no-look passes. I don't remember. I can't remember. Was it left-handed or not? Did he try to hit Travis Kelce and threw it over his head? And after the game, he told Travis, I owe you one. My bad. He missed a touchdown opportunity with him.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. McCoy got off to a good start in Week 1, Charles. 10 carries, 81 yards. He had a really nice 31-yard carry. Showed a lot of burst.
A lot of people thought he'd be more of a pass catcher in Kansas City, and that will still develop because he does that very well. But as you mentioned, he's still got a burst, doesn't he? He can still run the football. 10 carries, 81 yards. He might go into a timeshare with Damian Williams running the football, and that'll just make the Chiefs that much tougher. But he still has it. The guy they call Shady, he's excited about this challenge in Kansas City and thinks that he can help them get to the Super Bowl.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Yellow.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Stop your whining.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Oakland Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, and last week kicked off their final season in Oakland with a victory against Denver. And after all that Antonio Brown noise, good of them to rally and start off 1-0.
Fantastic of them to rally and start off 1-0. And as you mentioned, their last season in Oakland before moving to Las Vegas. It is the NFL's 100th year of football. And it's the Raiders' 60th year as a franchise. A lot of milestones. The biggest one being John Gruden's team comes out in week 1 with
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 78 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Now they'll throw with Carr. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a play fake here on first down. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Carr now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCoy. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech, who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
We got this.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Clelin Ferrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Right, 80. Slam.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole.
That's
You
true.
got to stay with it.
That's true. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
Carr completes it, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. The pass complete to Ryan Grant, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Carr now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hey, we're good.
Again, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 5. 1:39 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Carr to throw.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Let's go.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Back to throw, Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6, and he's got it. It's caught for a touch.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.